Yo, what's up, man? I want to talk about I want to talk to the high schoolers, the young cats that's in high school, maybe, getting ready to graduate, wondering what you should do, not sure if you want to go to college, because actually, college ain't for everybody. It might not be for you, so you might not want to go. You might want to do something technical, take up a trade. You can also make a lot of money doing trades, such as automotive technician. Back in the day, they was called mechanics. So, for the most part, some of you guys want to be a mechanic. Now, again, I did a 3-part series on So You Want to Be a Mechanic a while back, but that was like dedicated to the ones that some people that maybe want to change careers, or guys that's older and probably now want to be a mechanic. But so I'm going down to the basic, talking to the 11th, 12th graders that's in high school, wondering what should they do when they get out, because you only got a few options. Your parents demand you make a decision, and most of the time they really want you to go to school, after school, as far as anything after high school. They want you to get back in school. That's just the way parents is, man. Ain't nothing much you can do about that. So, but like I say, the choice on you is whether to take up a trade or go to college. Now, if college ain't for you, you might want to be a mechanic. And if so, I'm gonna tell you how to get into it. So you chose to be a mechanic. All right, look, man, I'm gonna tell you the first thing you need to do. You get your hands wet. Now, like I said, keep in mind, I'm thinking you getting ready to get out of high school. There's a couple of things you can do. One of them is take up a trade school. This was 20 years ago. I went to a school called Lincoln Tech. There's still some automotive trade schools out there. If that's one of your options, I say go for it. They're not 4 years, and most of them are a year long. They cover the whole car, from the front suspension to the rear bumper. They cover the whole car, so that'll get your hands wet. Now, in the meantime, you can go apply at these little oil change spots like Jiffy Lube, maybe Pep Boys, Firestone, all those places to get your hands wet. Because keep in mind, you're young, you're eager to get going, but you also need to take your time. So get your hands wet. Start off as an oil changer. Do your thing, man. Just get in the shop, learn as much as possible, man. Rotate tires, balance, alignments. Get your hands wet with all that stuff, especially if you notice what you want to do. You notice something you want to do. Now, just say you've been out of high school, you went to trade school. So by now you're probably 19, 20 years old. You went to a year of school. So hopefully you got your rounds in. A place like Jiffy Lube probably hired you or whatever, and you got your hands wet. Now, hopefully you may be in not hopefully, some people may not, but chances are you probably done made into a dealership. You're still young, so you're still that new kid on the block. But here's the thing, this is where it gets serious. If you're in a dealership, man, find that one guy, that one old cat that's been there, or older cat that's been there a long time, pretty much everything. I'm gonna tell you, man, he's eager to work with you. He's just as eager to work with you as you is with him. I mean, because he's probably bored, or he probably know everything to where it's not a challenge no more. And chances are he's doing it for the paycheck. He doing it for the revenue stream for his family. So he really needs the money. You a newbie. You ain't gotta run such and such amount of hours, to be happy. Because you're a newbie. You probably still at home. Who knows? But get under that guy's belt, man. Learn as much as you can, and he's gonna be willing to teach you as much as you want to know. Now, you're going to be his flunky. Ain't no way around it. You're going to do some work that's only he's going to get paid for. That's just part of the territory. It's not a bad thing, because, again, you're still coming away with some knowledge, which is what you need anyway. But like I said, find you that one guy in the shop or that's willing to teach you anything you want to know. Then that's where you start coming up with brakes, AC, alignments, all that other stuff. So you're probably 2 years in deep now. So by now you're 21. Okay? You got 2 years in. 2 years, keep in mind, that's one of the requirements for ASC. That's Automotive Service Excellence. That's a nonprofit organization that certifies mechanics. Now, if you got 2 years of hardcore experience under your belt, go take your ASE test, man. Get as many of them as possible, man. Just from brakes. Easiest one I think wind up being brakes for me. I mean, I took them 20 some years ago. Brakes and air conditioning. But get as many of them as you can, and don't leave out, just because it's heavier, don't leave out the transmission and engine. If I was you, I would dig deep into that subject just as much as air conditioning. So, like I say, go take your ASC. So by then, another year under your belt, you probably 22, 23, man. You going and going and going. You feeling good. You done screwed up enough to know, how to avoid screwing up. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. You're not really. This is what a wise old guy told me. If you ain't getting any comebacks, in other words, if the cars you're working on ain't coming back because you messed something up, you're not. He put this a certain way. I can't remember how he put it, but comebacks are not a bad thing, especially if you're newbie. They're sometimes needed to evaluate what you did wrong. Now the customer ain't happy, but in some cases ain't no way around it. Customer's not happy, but you got a chance to figure out what you did wrong, get it right, hopefully without charging the customer again. That's the way that you can keep them as a customer. So, like I said, man, that's another year doing that. You damn near, 23, 24 years old? Man, it's time to branch out on your own, man. So, hey, you leveled up. Chrysler got this thing called a CAPS program where they'll train you on their products, Chrysler only. You'll be regulated to just a Chrysler dealer. So that's not a bad thing either, man. Because there's a difference between the aftermarket world, the Firestone and Goodyear, and the dealership world. Dealership world, you're pretty much on one car make. Let's say Chrysler, you pretty much only dealing with Chryslers and Dodge and things like that. Where Firestone, Pep Boys, you're dealing with whatever come in the door. That's your general line mechanic. But there's some good and bad points to that. I'm gonna get into that on another video. But for the most part, man, if you're a new guy, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. If you're a new guy in high school thinking should you come out and pursue a career in automotive technology, go for it. If this is in you, it's gotta be in you. You gotta not mind getting dirty. You gotta not mind your fingernails getting dirty. It's really gotta be in you for you to succeed. Like I say, the best way, I use this analogy all the time, the best way to tell if this stuff is really in you is when you at that point where you'll do it for free. You do it for nothing because you're so excited to find out what's wrong with this car, why it's running like this. You figured it out on your own, and you weren't able to charge anybody. You weren't able to charge the customer. So, or charge your family member. Those are the ones you're doing, your family member. That's how that's how you can tell this is what you like to do. Man, it's not a bad career to be in. I got tons of automotive videos coming up. I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, some of everything, man. A little background on me, man. Like I say, I've been in the game between 20 and 23 years. Basically Chrysler. So, you got any Chrysler questions, you can ask me anything you want. I know it all, baby. All PT, Cruiser, the whole 9 yards. Leave a comment and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm got a lot of automotive videos coming out. So I got a little fitness thing I'm doing, a little politics thing I'm doing, a little music thing I'm doing, the video thing I'm doing. So pretty busy, but automotive is my 9 to 5. So all that other stuff is cool, but the wrenches pay the bill, baby. So for the most part, yeah, man. Teenagers, almost out of high school, go for it, man. Don't be a mechanic, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You can make just as much money as them college graduate. When you take your 9 to 5 job and the stuff your knowledge, the stuff you do on the side, that can be some potential heavy income. And good thing about that is that stuff stays with you, man. A job can fire you, but your knowledge stays in your head. So you're gonna always know how to work on cars. No matter if you just say you get laid off from a job, boom, they can't keep your knowledge. That goes with you, baby. So, knowledge is power, baby. You can go anywhere. For the most part, most cats wind up starting their own shop. Now, that's a lot of competition in that. So, but that's a whole different story. But like I say, if you're thinking about it, go for it. Don't be scared, man. Do your thing, man. And subscribe to the channel, man. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'll see you on the next video.